Hello, today I'll be analyzing the case project management mindset, which focus on professional challenges faced by Jane, an experienced project manager. So Jane has over 15 years of experience managing projects using traditional practices. So throughout her career, she's relied heavily on detailed and strong command with control leaderships. So her projects have typically followed the triple constant models, where the scope are fixed, time and cost could be adjusted if needed. However, Jane is now being asked by a senior management to come have a look at the agile approach. So under this new approach, the budget and schedule are fixed. So instead, the scopes it became more flexible. This represents a major shift in how Jane plans the project, managing the teams and control risk, along with define success. As a result, Jane is really uncertain about how she can adapt a new way of working, so she's concerned that failing to change could negatively impact her career. So this comes to the first question. How easy would it be for Jane to adopt agile project management? So for Jane, transition to agile project management would be challenging, but not impossible. Her main difficulties lies in her mindset. It's not really her technical capability. Jane is deeply accustomed to detailed upfront planning, predictable outcomes, and agile. While agile requires the opposite. It needs high-level planning initially, iterative and incremental delivery, flexible with evolving scopes, and empowered self-managing teams. Jane would need to accept uncertainties as a norm and trust that the value can be delivered without really knowing every single detail upfront. So this can be really uncomfortable for someone like Jane, who built their career of predictability and control. With that being said, Jane's experience, discipline, and stakeholder management skills are still highly valuable in the agile environment. So if she's really open to learn and changing the leadership style, adoption is really achievable. Let's turn to the second question. If Jane could change, how long would it take? So realistically, this change wouldn't just happen overnight. With the basic knowledge of the agile could be learned in maybe a few weeks through training, right? That's the first one. Second is the behavior and the cultural change would take likely from a few months to a year. And the last is the full confidence and comfort in the agile leadership could take multiple projects to master it. The biggest shift from moving to the agile is becoming a coach and a servant leader. This requires unlearning habit that needs to be built over years, okay, which takes time. Yes. Question 3: are there projects still where traditional management still required? Yes, absolutely. With a traditional projects is suitable for project with stable, well-defined requirements, infrastructures or regulatory projects with a is project with compliance or safety requirements. Environmental where change is minimal and costly, while agile on the other hand is suited for projects with uncertainties and evolving requirement in software, digitals, innovation. Project that focuses on business value and customer feedback. Therefore, Jane doesn't need to abandon traditional methods completely. However, she should become flexible between two project based on the project. So fourth question, final question: how can Janes know whether teams can be trusted, empowered? Team empowered is a key concern. They must be earned from Jane, not assumed. So Jane can assess team reliance by evaluating each team member's skills and experience, their ability to collaborate and communicate, with past performance in self-direct works, willingness to take ownerships and accountability. Empowerment doesn't mean lack of control. Jane can literally set clear goals and boundaries, use frequent reviews or retrospective, monitor outcome instead of micromanaging tasks, interpret only when exception or risks arise. So over time, consistent deliveries and transparency will build mutual trust. So to build success transition, Jane should undertake form agile training, start a pilot agile project rather than a critical ones, and focus on stakeholders communication and value delivery. So in conclusion, Jane's challenge is not lack of competence but a necessary shift in mindsets. The agile project manager requires trust, adaptability, and focus on value. With the right support, training, and experience, Jane can successfully transition and remain a high effectively project manager in both agile and traditional environment. That's it for today. Thank you.